Cleve, next question is yours. What did Kim wear on y'all's first formal date together?
You know what? I really want to say some Guess overalls and some white Reebok high tops.
Welcome to CelinaRadio.com. Recorded right here in Celina, Texas, a quiet little dusty, sleepy town that has absolutely nothing going on. Guys, welcome to another episode of CelinaRadio.com. I'm Ron Lyons, and we've got a fantastic show for you today. We've got Kim Wickliffe and Cleve Wickliffe. You know, the genius behind the Swirls cinnamon roll. That's right, they're opening a location right here in Celina, Texas, and it's going to be amazing. So they sat down with me. We talked a little bit about how they got to where they are, where they're headed, and then we may have played my version of the Newlywed Game. So it was a lot of fun, and you're really going to enjoy that. And I know you just watched the video that dropped of the challenge between the mayor and the chief, right? No? Well, you know what? Go to CelinaRadio.com at the very top of the page. It's 15 minutes of absolute fun. Everything benefits the Donkey Rescue right there on Preston Road, next to Brookshire's, and everyone involved was just amazing, all the way from the mayor to the police chief, the fire department, you name it. Everybody involved was fantastic. So go check that out. But guys, for right now, let's hop into my interview with Kim and Cleve Wickliffe. All right, guys, I am here right now with Kim and Cleve Wickliffe. And if you don't know who Kim and Cleve are, you probably know about their cinnamon rolls. So I'm guys, thank you so much for coming here. This is an amazing opportunity to have you two guys together. I don't typically do a podcast with two people, so it's amazing to have both of you here. And I just want to know, did you bring any cinnamon rolls today?
Uh-oh. That's my fault. No, I didn't bring it.
So we're not going to be having a cinnamon roll feast today. So that's not going to happen. But you do have some great news. You've got something amazing coming up. What is the great news that we need to tell everybody about?
Well, Ron, we're getting ready to open. So we have found ourselves a spot for a brick and mortar for our bakery, and we are going to hopefully open by early fall.
So give me an idea. I happen to know where it's at, but where is the new place?
Well, for people who have been in Celina a really long time, they're going to know that it was the old Hester's building. So it's a very small building next to what was an older brick building that was very well renovated and is now the Edward Jones building. It's directly across the street from Bongo Bo's. And our address is actually 201 West Walnut if they want to start, sending contributions.
Start sitting. I have a feeling I'm going to be making a lot of financial contributions to your place because I happen to have I was that one kid when all of my friends were out playing football. I was in the kitchen making donuts. So it's just part of me. Plus I was a cop and you know how it goes. So cinnamon rolls just kind of come naturally. So I'm very, very curious. How did we get to the point to where cinnamon rolls become our claim to fame? How did we get here?
It was just something as silly as one day we were just sitting around and we were reminiscing back when we were in high school. And we were talking about how great it was to have like that Cinnabon type thing. And I recreated it and we tried it. And from there, that's where Swirls started.
So we're doing this thing in Celina, and my very first experience with you was on the square. You guys kind of had a little pop-up shop, and I was like, oh, wait, what is this? This looks like cinnamon rolls, and that's a good thing, right? So it's been a quest for some time. How long have you guys been, like, from the starting line saying, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do cinnamon rolls to where we're at right now? Is this like a year, 2 years, or have we been working on this for a long, long time? How long has it been?
Cleve started baking long, long ago, but we did start reminiscing about Cinnabon, and I really wanted a cinnamon roll. And he loves to bake, and so he made it for me at home. And after he made it the first time, I said, "Can you do this again?" Because it was really unlike any cinnamon roll I had, and I couldn't ever remember having one that good.
So Cleve he's the baking genius behind that. Is that what you're basically saying?
Yes. The baking has nothing to do with me.
Okay. and in case people don't know, you guys are married, so it's going to be a family business.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And your space is, are you going to actually make these cinnamon rolls in-house, or is it something that you'll make at an offsite location and bring in? How's all that going to work?
No, we're going to make them on site. So we're building a commercial kitchen. So the back half of the building will be a commercial kitchen, and then we'll have a front of house where we have, bakery cases. People can come and get their cinnamon rolls and all of the other goodies that we now make because our business has evolved into a full-fledged bakery. We'll have some seating inside and outside. We share a little tiny courtyard with the Edward Jones building, so we'll have a little bit of seating in there as well. So we're really excited about the ability to not only do to go, but to have people be able to eat in as well.
That sounds awesome. And Cleve, I've got to understand a little bit about how do you make this journey into being such a great creator of cinnamon rolls and things like that. How did that happen in your life?
I guess since I've been a kid, one of my first jobs was working at Mrs. Fo's Cookies. So with the Mrs. Fo's Cookies thing, that's where I learned how to, understand the flavors and understand the different textures and the taste and things like that. And then I believe also just hanging out with my mom. My mom was really good at baking and putting a lot of different things. Presentation was like the most important thing. So all those different type of things definitely help develop the person that I am now and the things I do now.
But isn't it awesome? I mean, what better place could you possibly be right now than in Celina, Texas, literally right on the edge of the square right here, about to open a business? I mean, that's just huge. It's got to be huge, right?
It is. It's crazy, but it really does feel like it was meant to be. We did start this out of our home in Frisco a couple of years ago, and we've been an LLC for a year, but we started doing baking, and he started baking, and we started selling to neighbors and family and friends and all those sorts of things way before we had an LLC. And when our children moved out, we had a big house in Frisco. We had a bunch of rooms, and we never went into them. So we decided we really wanted to move. We wanted to downsize. What could we do differently? We were stuck in this perpetual wheel of corporate America. Neither one of us loved our jobs. We had been doing them a really long time. And we said, you know what, let's just do us. Let's do something different. Let's reduce our stress levels. I've had a lot of health issues in the past, and my doctor constantly was asking me to quit my job and do something different. And it just was the right time. So we came up to the square, and we actually had lunch at Toasted Walnut. And when we came out of Toasted Walnut, I said, I think we should move here. And he said, yeah, let's start looking around. And I said, we're going to open a business here.
Wow. So you literally fell in love with Celina when you came up here one day. Everything in your life had kind of pushed you to this point, so to speak. And if you don't mind me asking, what did you guys do before you did this? You said corporate America, but like what kind of positions did you have? What did you do?
Well, my entire career was in retail. So I was first with Macy's for 20 years. I was a lot of different jobs. I worked in the buying office. I was a district manager. I had regional jobs. And then I left there thinking that there was a greener pasture at Walmart. And while it was very lucrative, it was even more stressful than my previous job. But it really taught me a lot about food service, about food handling. It got me a food management certification. I ran a $110 million Walmart with 450 employees. So it was it was a really great experience, even though it was super stressful. I left there and I went and managed a bunch of Dollar Generals, which was even more interesting. So now I can tell you all about maintenance and rodents and all the things that you don't want in your buildings, but I'm really good at eradicating all of it now.
Right. So we can safely say that we're not going to have that issue.
Oh, no.
At Swirls. We're going to be on top of it because you literally have corporate training now and taking care of stuff like that. So
I do.
It sounds to me, I would literally run screaming from all of that too. I would literally get as quickly as I could away from that. Not from any one of those particular businesses, but just away from the whole life, the stress, everything that you were just talking about. I think I'd be on my way out too. So Cleve, what did you do before?
Most of my career is based around optics. So lens crafters, optometrists, ophthalmologists, worked in that type of field for most of my life. But I'm kind of like one of those people, I'm a jack of all trades. So I've had other businesses as far as management. So the weird thing is everything that I've done up until now has kind of like prepared me to do the business that we do now. So it's just weird. So feel that we're definitely blessed, and when we come down to the square, it's like, this is like a Hallmark commercial, right? I mean, what's going on here? Is this real? Pinch ourselves. So
but isn't it amazing? I mean,
it is.
And you are now, you have, whether it was, grand design or just, luck. I don't think it's luck personally, but I think that you've woven yourself now into the fabric of Celina. So many people know you. So many people love what you're doing. They love your heart and your ambition and your drive and your determination. And it's truly about to pay off. And I can't wait. So describe for me, I don't want you to get into anything that's a little too, early to be sharing, but I'd love to know kind of a little bit of what the vision is for the store, for like what's the finish out look like, and what's it gonna feel like? Do you have any of those things figured out yet? And if you do, is there anything that you could share?
Well, definitely. We definitely have a vision for what we want it to be like. So we are just absolutely, one of the places that we love to go is New Orleans. That's one of our favorite places to go on vacation. We could spend weeks at a time there and just be perfectly happy. So, that's really our kind of a laid back jazz type vibe is sort of what we go for. That's our preference. So it will probably feel a lot like that inside the store. The storefront itself, if you've seen the renderings online, the building itself is white with a black trim out. We're envisioning a black and white floor, like a black and white big checked floor, and some heavy white molding, a little bit of brickwork. So just really a cozy, inviting atmosphere, very clean. We're not super fussy. So it'll definitely have a great vibe.
I'm very, very much looking forward to it. And I have seen the renderings. The renderings look amazing. I can't wait till it's done. So what kind of time frame are we on right now? What are we looking at time-wise in order to actually be able to walk in and order a cinnamon roll from Swirls?
Well, we're hoping early fall. So we're in demo permitting right now. We've remediated the asbestos from the building, and we're in demo permitting. There, unfortunately, is not a lot about the building that is salvageable. If people know what was done in the building before, Hester rebuilt engines in the building, and he hung them from the joist in the ceiling.
That's the making of a cinnamon roll place.
Yeah, so he probably never knew that one day this is going to be like a world famous cinnamon roll place getting its start right here in Celina, Texas. So I would like to know how you guys feel about all the growth in Celina. It's, for everybody, there's kind of a different feeling about it. We all want to maintain the small town feel and stuff, yet we know the growth is coming. So, but you guys personally, how do you feel about all that?
I don't know. I'm pretty excited. Of course, I want to embrace, even though we haven't been here too long, I still would like to embrace what Celina has started here. Community, family, that good home, heart-filled, moments that you feel when you come down this square. I definitely don't want to lose that. But the new businesses, I would like for them to come in and kind of like how we did. We come in with, open hearts, a lot of great ideas. We want to help build the community. So, as long as we can definitely see all those different folks come in here, I think it'll be great.
And Kim, what do you think about all the growth? How's that affecting you? Are you sad? Are you happy? Are you somewhere in the middle like most people? How would you describe how you feel about everything going on in Celina right now?
I think I'm somewhere in the middle. Obviously, we are newer to Celina, like we talked about. But I do like the fact that there are new businesses coming as well, that there are new ideas coming this direction, new things to see, new things to do. I think one of the things, though, about Celina that I like so much and that is going to be hard to lose is the people. So we lived in Frisco for 20 years. We didn't know 1/10 of the number of people in Frisco that we know in Celina. And I think there are just people here who care, people who love the city, who have the same vision of, not only how the downtown looks, but just how it feels when you're in Celina. And I think that's going to be hard to get rid of. I think it's not going to be swallowed up like it was in Frisco, because there are just so many people who are focused on keeping the heart of Celina beating.
Today's episode is sponsored by Run Celina. And if you haven't heard, Run Celina is actually holding a 5K over at Old Celina Park on January the 14th of 2023. They're also having a 1K Kids Fun Run. Now, they're going to have some really awesome things out there. For example, 5-inch Texas-sized finisher medals, race shirts. Oh, and by the way, Swirls cinnamon rolls and coffee from Celina Coffee Roasters. As it turns out, Swirls is actually sponsoring the 5K. So you're going to want to check that out because it's going to be a really good time and a really good race. So thank you, Run Celina, for sponsoring this episode of CelinaRadio.com. All right, guys, so I have something that you didn't know about, you didn't have any advance notice of, and that is that, hey, number one, we're recording this part of the podcast, so say hello to everybody. So not only are we capturing your voice here, we're also going to post a video, and what you're going to do is basically play my version of the dating game. So how do you guys think you'll do? And I'm going to make it a little easier. I'm not going to make it where you have to compare answers. I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to let one of you answer. Then the other person has to confirm or deny and tell the truth if the other person didn't get it right.
Well, first, do you have the Spanish fly thing? Bob Eubank, do you have that going for us right now, sir?
You know what? If I can find it, I will add that. Okay. So, all right. So I'm going to ask, Kim, I'm going to ask you the first question, okay? So how did you first meet Cleve?
At the mall.
At the mall, okay.
Yes.
Cleve, is that accurate or inaccurate?
That's very accurate.
Okay, very good, Cleve. Next question is yours. What did Kim wear on y'all's first formal date together?
You know what? I really want to say some Guess overalls and some white Reebok high tops with with those white. They're not leg warmers, but the socks.
Right.
Back
I remember
in the day,
what
they
you're
used
talking
to wear.
about.
Yeah, they had the overalls. Yeah.
So is he right or wrong?
I believe that's accurate. I'd also like to state that I was 15, so I don't want everybody to think that I was running around in some Reebok high tops like a couple of years ago.
Really like the old school stuff. So,
girl, you know you was in your 30s, don't
you? All right, Kim, I think we're back to you. So where did you go on your first date?
Gosh, I think maybe we went to the mall.
I think you went to the mall. Okay, Cleve.
Did we go to the mall?
Do you agree or disagree with that?
Okay, in our defense, I mean, we're talking what, How many years ago is that? 34?
2 or 3 years.
34,
not that
35
long
years ago?
Yeah, it was like 35 years ago.
Okay, 35 years
I would
ago.
say if we didn't go to the mall, we went to go get something to eat.
Okay, so I think you're probably safe on that. So, okay, I'm going to give you that one.
Yeah.
All right, so back to Cleve. Cleve, who's the better kisser, you or Kim?
That's a hard answer to. Yeah, she's the better kisser.
Okay, Kim, are you going to agree or disagree?
I'm going to agree.
Okay.
We want to win the game, right?
I like that. Okay, so I have one that might be really interesting for you guys, just based on a little bit of what we've already talked about in the podcast. But who would you say is the better housekeeper? Kim, this is your question.
Cleve.
Okay, Cleve, agree or disagree?
I would have to disagree. I think she's actually a better housekeeper than I am.
Really? Wow, very, very interesting. Well, there you go. That's good.
I man clean. If any men are listening, I man clean.
I think
So
I
man clean
understand that.
is one thing, but when ladies clean, it's a totally different level.
Gotcha.
It's like, if you clean this, why is there still a spot on this glass? And
Right,
you're like,
right.
But I will say he is the tidiest, most organized man I have definitely ever been with.
That's awesome. What a great characteristic to have.
Yeah, he's very very clean, very organized, and when it comes to the kitchen, he's almost OCD clean.
That's
So-
very good, and we all appreciate that.
Yeah.
Since you're going to be making our cinnamon rolls, that's critical. So, okay, where are we at now? Is it Kim? Is it your question now? I think.
I think
okay.
so.
Okay, so you're gonna have to answer this.
These are great questions. I'm like, wait a minute, I got to think about this. Hold on.
You're gonna have to answer this about Cleve, okay?
Okay.
And he's gonna agree or disagree. Who is his celebrity crush? Let's go there.
His current celebrity
His
crush.
current celebrity
It's
crush.
a moving target.
It is a moving target.
Who is it?
So
Who is it right now? Give me your best guess right now.
Anderson .Paak.
Okay, and would that be accurate, or is she missing the mark?
That is
by
very
one?
accurate.
Anderson .Paak. Wow, see,
Yeah.
you guys know each other. I like it. Okay, so, all right, Cleve, this one goes to you. Which one of you is the better driver?
Kim.
He didn't even really hesitate. Kim, accurate or inaccurate?
That would be accurate.
Okay, explain
No,
that
hold
to me
on.
just a
Let's-
little bit.
no,
I need to
if
know
we want
why.
to get specific, who can park the best? Uh-oh.
No, he's a better parker. Absolutely, hands
Right,
down. He's
right.
a better parallel parker.
But
But-
you're the better driver. So do we do a change of seats? Is that what we do? You drive and then you pull up, get out. He hops in and parks it. Is that-
Sometimes he does, actually. If it's really challenging, I'm not a good parallel parker. I don't
Right.
profess to be. But yeah, I'm a terrible passenger. So it all started with I'm a really bad passenger.
Yep, and I understand that. I kind of understand. So let's see. All right, Cleve, I'm gonna go to you on this one. You have to answer this about Kim.
All right.
What's her favorite TV show? Come on now. What is it?
Say yes to the dress.
Say Yes to the Rest. Is that correct?
I do love that show. I could
my
binge watch it all
goodness.
day.
Really?
Yes.
That is crazy. That's awesome. Say yes to the dress. Is that something that started before you got married and it's still just, you just can't pull yourself away, or you just kind of
It
getting ready
actually-
for the next wedding?
No, it actually started. I think when the show started, I started watching it long. I mean, it's been going on. I think it's on its 25th season or some ridiculous thing. And I started watching it long ago. I was already married, I think, at the time. And I just love shows about fashion.
I can honestly say I've never watched a single episode. What's Cleve's favorite movie?
This is going to be funny.
What's his favorite movie?
He has so many.
Just stick to the...
It's got to be one of the Joker movies. So one of the Batman or Joker movies. So I'm not sure if it's the most recent Joker movie, because I know he loves that one a lot.
Now, when I say the answer, she's going to be like, oh,
Okay, all right, correct us or tell us the truth. What is it?
Tombstone.
Tombstone. Wow.
Oh, I can't believe I missed that.
Oh
See?
my goodness.
I told you as soon as I said it, she was going to be like,
What a
There are so
classic
many
movie.
Huckleberry T-shirts hanging in the closet. I don't know how I missed that.
I'm the
That
Huckleberry.
is awesome. What's his favorite band or his favorite singer?
That's too easy.
Is it?
It is.
She missed Tombstone, so I don't know.
Prince.
Prince. Is that right?
That is right.
Absolutely awesome. Okay, I'm a closet Prince fan. I mean, I am like, I go back to Purple Rain days, and I literally used to dress. I did it all. Okay, I don't want to. I probably shouldn't be saying that right
You have
now.
the tattoo, though.
No, I do not. But do you?
Yeah.
Really? So what's he pushing towards now? So what's his more modern flavor of music? What's he liking now?
So this goes along with his celebrity crush. So we are slightly obsessed right now with Silk Sonic.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. That's
Very, very cool. So is that
like
what's
on
going to be
repeat.
playing like over and over, jamming it in the car? We've got it at the house. Is that kind
Well,
of
Oh,
in the
right
car-
now, yes.
In the car, in the house, yes. Well, I thought you were going to say it was going to be played in the business. No, in the business, no.
Not in the business, but yes. If we get in the car, it's on. If we get in the house, it's on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got it.
Constantly.
I think that's
But in
awesome.
the business, more like New Orleans jazz,
Little
blues.
Louis Armstrong.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's
Miles
awesome.
Davis.
Love
Yeah.
it. It's
Yeah.
going to be awesome. What a nice little twist. Like such a kind of a different little thing. I like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be very unique, and I love that. So wait, I'm not going to ask too many more of these, but I want to ask you guys collectively a question or two. Do you guys have a couple's song? Like, this is our song. Do you have one?
I have one, but I don't know if she has the same
Okay,
one.
then let's do this. Why don't you take a guess at what he thinks y'all's song is? This is why we're doing video, because that face right now is perfect.
Wow.
What do you think he's gonna say? Come on. 15 years
Well-
old, first started dating, you know each other so well.
Yeah.
Your
So
horns are showing, Ron.
I'm curious to hear what this song is that he has to say, because we had such a hard time figuring out songs for our wedding.
Oh, wow.
So if we had a song that was just like the song, I felt like it would have been easier to figure that out.
Right,
but,
right.
We landed on Unforgettable.
Okay.
But yeah,
This is Life with Kim, the backstory.
yeah, he hates that I tell the backstory to everything.
She could have just got right there.
So I guess Unforgettable, but what is it, dear?
Okay, what's it gonna be?
I can't remember.
Because I talked for so long.
He's like, hey, I had it.
Can
It's
you-
gone.
Can you ask the question again? please? It
Oh
is
my God.
unforgettable. It is.
Unforgettable. Very
Okay.
good. What an amazing
With
song.
the
and what a
backstory.
with a backstory.
With the
Of
backstory.
course, with the backstory. So that's awesome. You guys are amazing. I'm very happy to call you friends. I love what you're doing. I can't wait to see it. I'm a huge fan. And I do expect that you'll come back on after the stores open and everything. I want to kind of come full circle and ask you later how everything went. Was it how you expected and all that sort of thing? Besides that, I just want you to recognize me when I come in. I just want you to
that'd be
like
great.
already have a cinnamon roll. Like, oh, there's Ron.
We're gonna have it ready for you.
There you go. All right,
Just
guys.
like cheers, Ron.
That is perfect. I'll have my own little seat.
Right?
Yeah, we could put a little plaque by it.
Yeah.
We'll have your boozy coffee. We'll have your cinnamon roll.
I am
candle lit
in.
for you.
I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so very much. And God bless. And I wish you nothing but absolute success.
Thanks, Ron.
Absolutely. Thank you, too.
Guys, that is Kim and Cleve Wickliffe of Swirls Bakery. And this is some really good jam right here. I'm kind of throwing back to my 80s in closing out this show. And you know what's so cool about that? A lot of you guys like this kind of stuff too. So Kim and Cleve are doing some amazing things. They're very well known in the community. Everybody loves them. Everybody loves their cinnamon rolls. So I just think they're super blessed, and they're going to do some fantastic things. Now, guys, on our next episode, we've got somebody who made his way into the donkey rescue video, and that is Andy Hopkins. It just so turned out that on the very day that I was supposed to film the mayor going over and choosing his donkey, the mayor was out of town and unavailable, but I had to close out the video. I was recording Andy's episode that day, so I thought it would be a pretty funny thing to have somebody show up, and of course you don't see who they are, you only see them from behind, and you think it's going to be Mayor Sean Terry, and then at the last second he turns around and of course it's Andy Hopkins, and he decides to name the donkey Hop. So if you haven't seen that, it's awesome, it was fun, and you know what? It's Celina, and it's amazing. You're amazing. We love you very much, and we appreciate you listening to CelinaRadio.com. Share it with your friends, post it on your social media, and help us keep Celina Radio as the #1 podcast in Celina, Texas. So guys, on that note, and some really crazy riffs from some 1980s jam, God bless, and I'll see you on the next show.